that a victory over United would all but end the Tangerines' interest in the title. Archie picks up the story of the match just before kick-off.
Well, it certainly was a serious jolt to Dundee United being knocked out of the cup at Love Street last week, but there has been no panic. These are very familiar names you can see there. At number 2, for example, Derek Stark, very consistent player, playing in his 127th league game. And back at number 7, Eamonn Bannon, he's missed a couple of matches. And I was talking to Jim McLean just before coming up here, and he regards his role today as very important, considering that Ralph Milne is on the bench. Celtic, well, just have a look at that lineup, and it's a reflection on the richness of their strike capability that they can leave a player like Frank Mugabe on the bench. George McCluskey is preferred today, has been playing very well recently. And coming in once again is a player who's done so well since coming to Celtic, number 6, Graham Sinclair. I saw him play in the last league game here at Tannadice, and he was very impressive. Signed from Dumbarton for about £60,000. Referee today is one of the most experienced Grade 1 men in the business, Eddie Pringle from Edinburgh. Well, as it so happens, the two managers of the game today, Jim McLean and Billy McNeill, are very strong advocates of summer football. And this day in February is a kind of day they hate. It looks sunny and pleasant out there. There is, in fact, a very strong cold wind, but above all else, the pitch, although it is playable, is going to be very tricky. It's bone hard, and there's a kind of thin skin on it, which will cause all sorts of complications. Indeed, Jim McLean thinks the game will be won on the errors that are made. And it seems a pity that players, and there is undoubted talent on both sides, might have their play reduced to the absurd. But, as Billy McNeill said, that's winter football. Goff. That's a tricky ball right away, and I think Bonner might be quite pleased he got that opportunity to get a very early grasp of the ball. There he is, the Irish international goalkeeper, who's splendidly asserted himself between the sticks for Celtic. Nicholas drifts away to the left. That might be too much. Monty McLeod. Robin running left and slips. You can see the divot, the sliding divot that was taken away there. McStay, who scored a brilliant goal last time here. Oh, it's turned in. It must be. Nicholas, the cheekiest of goals. 1-0. Well, I was talking about play being reduced to the absurd. Well, he made that absurdly simple. I think everybody had given it up for lost. But not Nicholas. Involves all a trap and a turn, all into one. And to the amazement of Hamish McAlpin, and no doubt every United follower, it was in the back of the net in 4 minutes. 1-0. Sturrock couldn't get back, and I think being pushed. Paul Sturrock, Sinclair beside him. Sinclair, the cover man. And he really does cover. Look at he's keeping out on the side of the eye. And there's Dave Neddy! Well, that balanced itself out, didn't it? A brilliantly struck shot and superbly touched to the side. Well, it's a touch Hegarty certainly got there. Provan. 3 United defenders there. 3 against 2 it was, with McCluskey and Nicholas up. Well covered individually and with a spare man. Fed out very neatly to Richard Gough. Sturrock again, that ball hit far too high for him. Sinclair keeps close to him again. Dodds can't get it down. Billy Kirkwood. Look at the number of players in Danny McGrain, and that's just pass. Kirkwood wonders how he missed it. The man who had to pay £250 himself for his booking last week. That was the amount deducted from the cash that United earned, almost putting it away. Dodds, that's a good ball. Kirkwood. A bit obvious by Stark. Stark playing in front of the back line of defenders and coming forward occasionally. Eamonn, Bannon, McGrain gets there first. John Holt is in. That was an intelligent header. That was a deliberately looped header by Holt. It isn't very warm in Dundee today, but packed in there like sardines, the Celtic support, enjoying the luxury of body heat and that Charlie Nicholas goal. Sturrock. Nice little 1-2 there, and the shot came in. Good move by United, who are in fact playing very well. Obviously disappointed in losing that rather stunning goal earlier on, but they come back and played good football. Well, it looked like a clash between Aiken and Billy Kirkwood. Sturrock beautifully to the side. Kirkwood goes through, he's done too much, I think. David Dodds, the wrong side. Oh! Well, from this angle, it looked as if it was heading for the net. David Dodds, extremely pleasant gentleman, David Dodds. Dodds goes for that. That's a good ball inside. Sturrock drives in, and again Sinclair. That was a very, very awkward ball for Sinclair to push out of the way, because the pace he was going at it, with Sturrock breathing down his neck, required great finesse. Look at the swirling towards Bona. Well, the referee waved play on. From a moment I thought the goalkeeper had been fouled and that he had awarded that. 5 minutes of this first half remaining, and Bona certainly by far the busier of the two goalkeepers. Celtic, of course, will have the wind in the second half. There was hesitation there. Set up and under. Watch the bounce, and he gets a touch and he scored. David Dodds. Well, Jim McLean's words are keenly prophetic. I think it's errors that have caused these, and I think it was the hesitation in this instance of the goalkeeper. I think he was worried about the bounce, but Dodds certainly wasn't. Got in there first, as Charlie Nicholas did in the first goal, and we're back on level terms. 3 minutes of this half remaining, and I think Celtic will be glad to get into the interval for a breather. Penalty kick, and I think what has been given, I think the referee has awarded a penalty kick. It looked like hands to me. Certainly he's going over to consult the linesman. There seems to be agreement. And Graham Sinclair, judged to have handled the ball as it bounced very awkwardly. We're getting back to this business of errors again. Certainly struck his hand, but there's always this interpretation, did it play him or not? Handling it was, and we have the penalty kick. Virtually, just under 2 minutes of the first half remaining. Eamonn Bannon. Oh, brilliant save! Absolutely superb save by Bonner. Look at how hard this was hit. Away goes McStay. We'll get back to that penalty kick again in a minute. Celtic are on the break. This is Proven. Down it goes, and there's a nice deep ball inside. The game is burst alive again. There's David Neri, Aiken, and there is offside given. And let's have a look at that Bonner save now. Now, this was all a case of Bannon having made up his mind to hit it hard for one area, the goalkeeper guessing right, going right after it, and that is one of the saves of the season. Kirkwood is there, that's a cross. John Holt gets in. Celtic tried to break, and there goes the half-time whistle. And that was a splendid first half. The highest commendation to both teams for mastering the conditions to a great extent. But we're talking about errors and hesitations and uncertainty, then we can put the 2 goals into that category. That first one by Charlie Nicholas, when everybody seemed to think either that was offside, that the play had stopped and the ball would reach McAlpin, but Nicholas is not of that nature, and then he went after it and slipped it very cheekily over the line with an almost trap shot. Back came United, and a lot of pressure by United in the first half, and that long ball, which I think caused hesitancy from the goalkeeper Bonner again, but not from David Dodds, who swept it in. A good effort by Bonner to try and stop it, and then culminating in that tremendous climax with a thundering penalty kick by Eamonn Bannon, superbly saved by Bonner again. 1 each at half-time. Well, Celtic kicking off now have the advantage of an extremely strong win. It's been absolutely lashing during the half-time interval. There's McCluskey. Great chance. Well, really, McCluskey ought to have put that away. All he seemed to do was hit it at the advancing goalkeeper. Beautiful flick inside, there's Aiken! The most delicately judged bacula by Charlie Nicholas, straight into the roaring path of Roy Aiken, and he blasted it way over. Hegarty. McCluskey. Laid it out nicely, that's Mother McLeod. Falling in a divot, and he fights back. Refused to give up. Charlie Nicholas drifts away to the side, wants to go himself, and does it. Can he chip? He does, and it's just over. Well, he wanted to take on the entire United defence, coaxing them towards him, keeping control of the ball. One way, then the other, and eventually a bemused defence had to watch that curve over the bar. Bannon, Sturrock, whipped away by Sinclair. Nicholas has got a run at this. Well, the wind didn't help Nicholas that time. It was driving the ball away, but in fact offside given there. Was off the ball, free kick. Even before Nicholas could, before Paul Sturrock could get to it, the charge was on him. Just over 5 minutes gone. There's no scoring in the second half. It's still one each from the first. And that's just in, yes! Offside given, I think. I think Sturrock was in an offside position. Well, that deceived Bonner completely. And it went to the far post, headed back, and I think the linesman is giving it offside for that final touch there. Dave Nenny just gets that down. And it goes to Aiken. Dodds is back. Sinclair there, that's good play by McStay. Celtic have 3 in the left. McCluskey. McLeod labels it a bit. Sturrock is away and Sinclair, I think, pulling at him. Free kick. Richard Goff. And again holds it back. There's Bannon. Right foot, just underneath it. And despite the fact that United are playing against a stiff wind, they have been able to get into that penalty area, into shooting distance. And they might well be saying that they're playing at this stage against the wind better than Celtic did in the first half. Goff, Dodds, Sturrock, nice reverse pass, Kirkwood, got to have a bit of judgment there, beats everybody, Dodds particularly. Wow, I think David Dodds was the nearest to putting that over, swept beautifully across, and Dodds quite simply totally missed it. McAdam, straight away to Nettie. Celtic not playing well at the moment. That's Kirkwood. There's Stark. Goes too much of that. McCluskey lost sight of it, well picked up though by Probyn. Rightly driving towards the line, and I think Celtic will get the corner kick. They do. McAdam up menacingly there. Stark runs. Held on to it a bit too long. And that is a free kick. Right across the path of Reid. Mark Reid to Nicholas. Shimmies with it again. Oh, lovely ball across. Oh, that just passed McStay. That was a beautiful move again. And when players act in unison like that, you see the best of football. Nicholas taking on the defence. Right over to the target man, pushed back, and McStay rifling it in just to the side. Still that ball comes back from the Dundee United half. Kirkwood stepping over at that time. Hegarty. Difficult man to get past Hegarty. Oh, Celtic giving a lot of balls away. Sturrock. Paul Sturrock has had, we can see him, that's right, just out the way now. That's Paul Sturrock has had a very good second half. Robin, again almost given away by Celtic. McStay again comes out of a crowd of players with credit. There goes McStay, there's a brilliant, oh, was it in? Aiken is there and he missed it. Was that in? It couldn't have been nearer. As I said, McStay came out of a crowd of players, pushed it away to the side, and then, as he got the opportunity again, came in from the back and let rip. That's as close you can get to a goal without the lap of honour. Sturrock just getting his head to it. David Dodds to Bannon to John Holt going in, and a great save by Bonner. Again, United look capable of driving a wedge right through the middle of that Celtic defence. Bonner again coming to the rescue. Goff. High up and under, bit of slipping. Unfortunate there for Billy Kirkwood. It seems to be a softer patch just on the far side of the penalty area. Right down the outside, Sinclair. Sturrock goes in for that. Sinclair goes, and I think he's happy to concede that corner kick. And this is how valuable it is for United to be hitting long balls towards a man of Sturrock's pace and versatility in play. There's Carlinat again. There's the loop, and over everybody is just away. Celtic, defiant, but under extreme pressure. McAdam just getting that away. They have not cracked, even though United have been piling it in. David Dodds tried to lay that off. That's McStay. His control is of the finest. Swept out well. Proven. Holt safely away. Nicely inside by Bannon, now Holt. Oh, goes round the wrong way though. Oh, that's a lucky break for United. Sturrock couldn't get his eye over the ball. Bannon, good tackle by Sinclair, by McAdam. Nearly gives it away. And Malthus makes sure that Charlie Nicholas wasn't going to pick up any error. Was a great save. McCluskey at last unleashing one. He's had a quietish game, but he did see a bit of a gap there. That was a sweetly hit shot, and McAlpin doing very well, curling round, curving his body to touch it over. And there is down from McAdam, and everybody stood and watched McAdam rise up and get a free header at goal.
And there was no more score.